Christmas gave me what he thought was a simple gift, but I've had it in my hand ever since. When I came last Wednesday night, I had it, and I brought it tonight. And it's just a little pebble, and it says Imagine. And he gave it to me because he has been my best friend probably since we were like maybe 9 or 10 years old. He's seen me through a lot. He has really been my rock. And when he gave me the rock that said Imagine, he said, Tanita, I have seen you go through hell and high water. You have been through things that other people probably would not have ever survived. He said, but you always imagined yourself someplace else. And so it's my inspiration, and the piece that I'm going to share with you tonight is what I consider what has kept me here for the past 25 years. And it has literally taken me 25 years to write this piece.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They say that all wounds are healed by the ticking hands of time. And if I could have a penny for each time the batteries on my watch stopped, I would be a millionaire. I would take a handful of those coins and I would toss them up to the sky and catch a rat on a cloud just for a moment to sit by your side. And even if I get caught in a storm and my hair should get wet and I have to pull it back in a ponytail to sun, it would be well worth it. If I had known that the last time I saw you would be the last time I saw you, I would have stared so deep into your eyes until my soul felt a drought that all the land and the desert around me would have applauded. I still miss you. And while it may not make sense to others, I don't expect them to understand. You didn't love them. You loved me. You were my first everything. My first kiss. You were my first lover. You taught me how to drive a stick. You were my first motorcycle ride. You taught me about pond fishing, race car driving, and all those things in between that makes first love so special. That's what I remember about you. And that's what I remember about us. I remember what it feels like to be wanted. I remember what it feels like to be needed. But what scares me now, I sometimes have trouble remembering you. It's not because I don't want to. I've just been raised up to believe that you take your emotions, you take your sadness, you take your sorrow, and when they close that casket, you leave it there. And that's what I tried to do. But no one knows the pain and the sorrow that I have dealt with on my own for the past 25 years. They told me that my best therapy was to, let's get you in church, put you on a long dress, and this is how you move your feet to the beat. I tried that, and it didn't work. They told me that you take it to the church, leave it on the altar, and God will take care of it. That didn't work. The only real therapy that I've had has been those late night tears, laying in my bed and having my memories, and all I wanted and all I needed was for just someone to understand that love is much stronger than death could ever be. And it's not that I'm stuck in a place in a time that I can't seem to get out of. No one has ever been able to explain to me, what do you do? What do you do with that portion of love that was meant for that one special person? When you have no one to give it to, what do you do with it? I still talk to you. I look at your picture. I look at our pictures. Just sometimes so I can remember. If everyone else has forgotten, then shame on them. I take pride in knowing that for once in my life, if it never happens again, I experienced real love. And while it may have been young love, it was real. I have never felt anything close to it since. So as we come upon the eve of what would have been our 25th wedding anniversary, I refuse to mourn. I've already cried my tears. I choose this year to celebrate. I have all of my letters, all the cards that you sent to me, and let me tell you what I've done. I placed them in an envelope, and I addressed them to myself, just so I can have that moment of receiving that letter with my name on it and knowing that what's on the inside is what we felt on the inside towards each other. I'm going to pour me a glass of wine. I'm going to read those love notes. I may still cry a little bit, but that's okay. Because if I never feel it again, at least those love letters will remind me what real love felt like.